Hello friends, today's topic is sick family. Let's rant.
Part one of how sick my family is. You literally cannot make this up. Everybody knows my son just passed away at 5 due to brain cancer. So first red flag is before he passed, like he was on a ventilator, so we eventually had to take him off life support, but they were calling, like saying like, call your family, let them know that this is it, this and this, that and that. Me personally, it's not over until God says it's over. So I was basically telling everybody, it's not over yet, we don't know, they have to do the test, this, that. I call all my family in from DC, everybody comes down. The first red flag, my aunt. This is who this all is started with her. She walks in the hospital room, basically already counting my son out. Like, oh, was this his chair? Y'all did a good job. God this, God that, whatever the case, fake spiritual stuff she was on. But basically already counting out my son. So I'm just looking like, what in the world? Let it slide. Let it go. Mind you, when I called all my family members months ago and told them that the cancer came back, the first thing that she said was, only thing promised to us is death. Who's even talking about death? Just because my son's cancer came back, that doesn't mean he doesn't have a chance. I didn't tell anybody this because I didn't even want to get the family riled up. I just took it with a grain of salt and kept it moving. We were using RSO oil to cure my son. It's not legal in North Carolina. So we stayed with her for like 3 weeks to get his medical card, to get all that stuff. And she was saying how much she admired us, this, that, and that, which later on y'all will find out was probably really jealousy. Can't make it up. So we come back to North Carolina, She gives us a call like, hey, I'm planning a party for my 54th birthday, this, that. Y'all are invited. I didn't want to be inconsiderate. I just want to let y'all know. We're like, okay, cool. 54th birthday, whatever. We don't care. We're just trying to take care of our son. We don't care what you do. Fine. Boom. So my son passes away. Mind you, I cannot regulate the day that my son literally dies. Like, what the fuck? Literally, it was a shocker. We did not plan for this. Nothing. Like, it literally just happened. But I don't even want to go into detail to explain that. But yeah, we couldn't explain, anything. So my son passed away on a Thursday. Next Saturday would have been too soon. So we had to do it the following week. Mind you, I was considerate of all my family coming from out of town. We could have did it on a Tuesday and saved $2,000-$3,000. But I was like, my family's coming from out of town. So I had to do it on a Saturday to fit everybody, whatever. Happened to be on her birthday. Who the is thinking about her birthday and making funeral arrangements of our son that just lost his life to brain cancer? Who in the freak is even anyways, yes, who was thinking about her birthday? So boom, we finally got the funeral arrangements organized. We send it off to everybody or whatever. She never texts us back. So my sister was like, she never texts us back or whatever the case is. Cool, whatever. So then we started getting messages of people saying, what the heck is wrong with your aunt? She's sending these messages that her party is still on. She knows the funeral is Saturday, but she's still having this party, like she's effed up. So then my other aunt, she calls my mom and she's like, oh, we can't stay because of this, that, and that. They're like making all these excuses why they can't stay. So my mom was like, okay, cool. Are you going to the party? And she was like, yeah, I'm going. So then my mom starts going in on her. No, that's the reason why you can't stay, because you're too busy supporting her party, which is inconsiderate, this, that, and the third. So she's like, so now my aunt, which is her sister, is going back and forth with my mom. Well, she thought it was inconsiderate that your daughter scheduled her son's funeral on the same day as her birthday. Mind you, y'all, she's turning 54 years old. This is not 50. This is not 30. This is not nothing. Mind you, y'all, she said, oh, she can't get the money back for the DJ. Mind you, y'all, this is in her house, a townhouse in the living room. And she said she's already paid money for the DJ. I'm just trying to stay less opinionated as possible and just give y'all the facts. This is in her house. She's 54 years old. Mind you, my son turned 5 in September and he will never get to celebrate a party anymore. But she's turned 54. And that it was inconsiderate that I had my son's funeral on the same day as her birthday. So now it's her, my aunt, that constantly been talking junk about her for 3 months. Literally, this happening with my son has got them back talking. So she's been, oh my God, we will get to that later because that's a whole nother story, but I will handle that in part 2. Her, the aunt that's been the sister, and it's this cousin, this ghetto cousin that they have doing all their dirty work. Mind you, y'all, we're like a real close-knit family that I thought, we were close-knit family. So they have the cousin who has nothing to lose texting my sister talking about, oh, she has to remember this for the rest of her life, that your daughter threw a funeral on her birthday. Well, excuse me. How I was inconsiderate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry the timing was off for my son's death. You freaking. And I want to make this clear. I never even knew her birthday. Like, I'm serious. Like, she told me about the party or whatever, but it went in one ear and out the other because literally I'm dealing with my sick child. So literally, I don't even know the date of her freaking birthday. And I don't care to know it. And even if I don't care. None of her birthday stuff I care about at all. That wasn't even being considered anyway, even if I did know her freaking birthday. Mind you, these are my dad's sisters. Like, when I say, like, these are his sisters, their mother passed away and they were so-called supposed to be here for each other. Mind you, they came to my son's funeral. When my dad walked in, everybody knew. Like, my dad broke down. He was so crushed. Like, he was so close to my son. He was his second dad. And so you couldn't even be there for your brother. Literally, they left and they seen my dad, how crushed up he was. They had my grandfather with them. They left in the middle of my son's funeral, did not get up to speak, didn't say anything to us. They literally left. Well, she left in the middle of my son's funeral. Mind you, y'all, my mom and my sister's talking to these people. I know half the information that's going on. I really don't know everything. But again, I'm grieving my son. I don't care about this party. I don't care what they do. I say nothing. So for you not to even speak to me and leave in the middle of my son's funeral, do not support your brother. Your brother after he's grieving. Like, again, I say nothing. I don't care. I don't, literally, I don't care. It's stupid, it's dumb. I'm like, what the freak? But I still didn't address anything, didn't care. So they make their way back. They have the party. Literally, y'all, it was about 15 people max in the middle of her living room screaming, hey, partying, getting down, doing all this stuff. Mind you, they claim they love my son so deeply. We're praying for y'all. We love y'all so much. This, that. She's always talking about her brother this, her brother that. This is, even if it wasn't your nephew, this is a 5-year-old boy that just lost his life to brain cancer, and y'all can literally leave a funeral, go straight home and party and get down and get on the mic and do all this gyrating around the same day as my son's funeral repast. Y'all don't even go to the repast. Y'all don't go to the burial. Y'all don't do anything, and claim I am being spiteful for scheduling it on that day to keep family members away from her and showing her love when she turned 54 years old, is just evil. But then again, I did not care. I still didn't say one word to anybody. I would talk to my sister and my mother. I did not give a crap. And all I said was, I don't care. Y'all stay out of it. Let them do them. I did not care. And I told them not to care. I said, we have too many people out here to support us to be cared about somebody that's not. Leave them alone, is basically what I told them. And then they took it to Facebook. And this is, mind you, and they started shading me. This is when I have to speak up, because you started shading me, you started shading my son. This is when things got real. So y'all wait for part 2 when I tell the real. I post the receipts, and I post how nasty and disgusting these messages are. And y'all gonna have no choice but to do y'all big one. And y'all know exactly what I mean, because I'm grieving and I cannot handle this capacity of disrespect, this capacity of disgust, when I post these receipts, y'all gonna have no choice but to do y'all big one, and I need y'all to handle this for me.
Wild story. What do you think about this video? Comment down below, and thank you for watching.